Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike, 44. I got you. I got you. Check your hot read. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
What do you got? 90 is a Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Check.
Now Bell.
Run, 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 run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rosen will throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to moves.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All day, dog.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Go right in. 58's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, Prescott. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rookie Seals-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now it's Rosen looking. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 44. Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And it's complete. Hooper. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Out, 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 out. Kill. 26.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Come on.
They got tight left.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, 47. 95.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 480. 95.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Last
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Prescott out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Give me the ball every time.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Check. Monday.
90 is a mic. Yeah.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they'll force another incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Let's go. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Finish strong.
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just 1 sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Caught here by Bell. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Rosen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Box, light.
It's 4th down.
Shit! Alert flare.
Middle. Hey, quarter.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action. It's Rosen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
You can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Alert! 3 down. Key 26.
On the counter, here's Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Rosen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sliding out of the pocket, and he rifles one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The
pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Check. There we go. Kill.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Kill. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go, fellas.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check. Alert. X3, 218, chopper.
Motion.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
It's a
Under
pickup
10,
of 6.
10.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Undercrunch. Name on that. Undercrunch.
On 2nd down and 4. Rosen completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run for it with Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Cook turned away on 4th and goal, and the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Save. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check, he's Mike. I got one.
On third down, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nicole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here we go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a look.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehry.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Danny.
They'll run on first down. Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tie right. 3 down.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run it with Bell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hug. Blue draw Corkers.
On first down, it's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, come on.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen complete to Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Big time. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Give me some. Give me some.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Dre.
I got you, boy.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, Kamara. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Penetration.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
That's the way. 90 is a Mike. Watch the pass. 90 is a Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, what do you got?
Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And it's complete. Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike spoke both. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, check, check. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, zoom. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hug, hug. 44, 44. Mike, Mike, 44.
Now it's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Austin Hooper. Brings up 3rd down and
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the run. Motion, motion, motion. 44, 44. Mike, Mike, 44. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. 80, 80, 80. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Come off the ball hard.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Some product, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back.